They don't have to worry when they meet a woman that they do not know that their lives will be in danger. Quite the contrary, men benefit from just being seen with you in public, okay? If you are beautiful, poised, well
Is that
dressed, it
right?
reflects well on him. People look at him and they think, oh wow, he must be the man. Ooh, he probably has money. You know what? He's probably a good guy. If
All right. Hold on. Hold your horses, ma'am. Hold your horses. Because we got to pull this back. Welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to Secrets of the Mind of a Man, where we talk about how men think instead of what she's talking about. We talk about how men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. And you get to hear it from someone who is a former men's counselor turned love coach. So I got the sauce, I got the juice. I have the information, ma'am. You don't have to guess like you're doing right now. So today, you guys, we got this young woman on, and she refuses to go on coffee dates. Now, look, I'm gonna tell y'all, as y'all know, I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of the creators here who is only on the men's side, right? Let me get my mic right. I'm not one of those creators that's only on the men's side. One of those creators who only say what men think and red pill and blue pill and green pill. And I'm not that guy, right? I'm the guy who's coming with sense. So good sense doesn't have a gender. Okay. So some of what I say you might agree with, and some of it you might not, because it's going to be different from what you hear from everybody else. Okay. And I'm okay with that. So let's get into this video. This young lady's talking about it, and I'll tell you what I have told some of my female clients when it comes to this coffee date stuff. All right. So let's get into this and hear what this lady has to say.
he can pull her. And this is especially so if you are more attractive than him. If he's fugly or he's overweight or he's short, they're like, oh yeah, he must have money in order to be able to pull a baddie like that. So my thing is like, what's in it for women? We've already spent more money than you by just putting our makeup on. We're in danger. Like, what's in it for us? So then all of that, plus this man is a pharmacist. Okay, you mean to tell me you make upwards of $150,000 per year? But
all right, wait a minute. So she's, if you guys are unfamiliar with this, she is describing going on a date. She was having this conversation with a man, and he wanted to take her on a coffee date, a preliminary date, and she wanted dinner and the whole shebang. She wanted everything, and he just told her to hold what she got, and let's take it slow.
You can't take me to a
So apparently he was a pharmacist.
$120 to maybe $200 dinner, 2 drinks, an appetizer, 2 entrees, and a dessert. Like, and that kind of thing. Look, men are supposed to be on their like best behavior when they're doing
this lady right here. Come on.
First interaction with a woman. Like, that is when they are at their absolute best. So if he's being cheap now for a first interaction, he's going to be cheap on your birthday. He's going to be cheap on Christmas. Like, that kind of thing, that only gets worse. It never gets better. That is the type of man that's going to want you to work full time, pay half the rent when you guys move in together, do the majority of the housework because he doesn't want to hire a housekeeper, raise the kids, plan most of the things. And then after you do your 16-hour shift of labor, he's going to want you to be happy and sexy for him, for his pleasure that night. Like, that's the kind of life you're looking at. So you know what? Good for this man.
This lady is so, I hate using that same term that everybody uses, but this lady is delusional.
For asserting his boundary. He did it very nicely. And it showed me what his like attitude or approach is when it comes to dating new women. And ultimately it gave me the opportunities to choose. And I have my boundaries too. So I chose to not accept it. And so I didn't respond or anything. I didn't like bargain with him or try to justify anything. I just quietly unmatched him because I wasn't gonna let him play in my face. But like, obviously, if you're on TikTok, like this is not irregular discourse. Like, this is very popular. Like, the red pill podcast men are.
All right. This lady right here. Okay. So this woman right here. Hold on a second.
They're trying to see what they can do. They're trying to get at you for less than $20.
Okay, so that's okay. So look, this is from kind of from the beginning here. This woman here is out and she's in the dating market. She's pretty, you know, cute, and she's young, and she got into this situation. She's talking to this guy who is a pharmacist. The guy says he wants to take her on a coffee date. She says, I want to get dressed up. So look, this is kind of a long video. So I'm going to stop it as we go and we'll break it down as we go. Let's go.
Okay, so the pharmacist tried to give me a coffee date on a Friday. Saturday, a surgeon took me to a beautiful dinner with a view. The next day after that, this other man took me to this food event where the tickets were $250.
Okay, wait a minute. So do y'all realize, do you see what she's doing? They call that virtue signaling. Do you see what she's doing? She is comparing the men according to how much they're able to pay for the date. Now, she's comparing the quality of the man based on how much he's willing to spend on her. Okay. Now, look, let me tell you guys something. I had a client who she saw a guy, she was seeing this guy, and the guy says, I'm going to be in town. Right? A man says, I'm going to be in town. I'm coming through your city. Would you like to meet? She said, yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to see you. He said, great. What's around you? She said, well, there's a couple stores, you know, there's a place. He said, is there anywhere we can get coffee? We could just like meet. And she said, yeah, there's a Dunkin' Donuts over there. And so he said, good. I'll meet you at the Dunkin' Donuts. And we'll just sit down at Dunkin' Donuts and have a talk. When she told me that, she did meet the guy. They had a talk. They had a good time. They had a conversation. And she told me, she says, Kel, this guy, we had this conversation. We were talking. And then I didn't really feel like it was right. I just didn't feel, you know, like the conversation went okay, but I really wasn't sure. So here's what I told her. I told her, you are not to meet a man who randomly comes through town and wants to see you and meet you just at Dunkin' Donuts. Why? Because he is expecting to come through and see you and see how you look and be engaging with you according to how you look and how you present. How you present is important to that man. But for you, you need to have a man who is willing to sacrifice for you. Yes, I know it's only coffee, whatever, but he must be willing to go out of his way and do something special for you in the beginning. So if there's going to be coffee, let's find a really nice coffee shop in town. If there's going to be coffee, let's find let's go to the high-end hotel and have coffee down in the lobby, right? I don't mind a coffee date, right? But make sure that the coffee date is special. How much money you spend is irrelevant, right? What I'm concerned about is how you present and how much time you spend with this person. Okay? So since it is a coffee date, look, we're only meeting for like 30, 40 minutes, less than an hour. Because you got to go. He doesn't get a full date experience with you with just the coffee date. The coffee date is to meet to see if this is something that we should continue. And that's my philosophy on the coffee date. So I don't mind a coffee date, but it's got to be something good, something special, and you can have a significant date over coffee. Let's keep going.
Because he wanted us to have VIP. So Don't feel scarce about it, because there are plenty of men, there are a plethora of men that would be more than happy to show you a good time. So
can you have a good time without spending $250? If you can't, there's a problem.
oh, never settle. Date until you find the best man for the job, and you got this. That's my TED Talk for the day. You didn't ask, but I felt like you would listen. Send this to one of your friends who needs to raise their standards, and tell me what you feel like in the comments. So one of my rules is I don't do coffee or.
All right, so this is the actual beginning right here. So one of my rules is I don't do or drink, go out on coffee dates. This is her philosophy, and then I'm gonna stop this and break it down.
Drink dates. Now, I understand that some women like this or prefer this because it's a quick turnaround, 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. If you like it, I love it.
Wait. So I actually do like it, right? I like it because I don't think that you should run out and do all of that and then spend, a lot of this time with somebody. Look, I don't even like necessarily you going out on a dinner date at the very beginning, right? Why should you get all dressed up, get your hair done, get your makeup done, do all of this? Him go and set up for a restaurant date for somebody you don't even know if you're really gonna like. Now you are stuck at the table with somebody for an hour, 2 hours, because you'd feel bad walking away after the man ordered you all this food and you guys are having this great bonanza of deliciousness on the table, right? Are you really going to get up and walk out? No. You're going to feel a sense of like you're going to feel like you owe him at least the time to just spend dinner. And dinner can go on for hours. And you can find yourself stuck at a table trying to be nice, trying to be cordial for an hour with a jerk. Okay? So that's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. You want to see you just like he's checking you out, you ought to be checking him out to see if he is worth your time for a 2-hour dinner. See if you want to spend that time with this guy. So, and you figure that out over coffee, something short and sweet. Let's keep going.
Video is not for you. Keep scrolling. However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to.
Okay. Okay. Biblical. As for me and my household, you going too deep now.
Have higher standards. I'm talking to this guy, and I'm going to read it to you because we've been talking for a couple days, and he started talking about meeting up. So he said, Wait a
minute. So I'm going to tell y'all where this guy went wrong. I'm going to tell you where he went wrong. He's talking to a woman, and now he's talking about, they was texting, and now he wants to go and meet up with her, right? You want to take her out on a date. To me, you're skipping the step. And the step that you're skipping is getting on FaceTime with him. Get on FaceTime with him. Have an interaction on FaceTime to see. You're still measuring to see if this person is worth your time. Are they even worth your time? Because they might not be worth your time. And you're getting dressed and all this. Make sure before you go out, before you agree to spend an evening with somebody, that they are even a contender. Don't waste your time. Let's keep going.
We should get together over some pear and lychee cocktails soon. And I said, that's really sweet.
Now that was a really nice little cocktail. Okay. That was a nice little time right there.
But I prefer dinner. I like to get dressed up.
Oh, okay, stop right there. Stop right there, y'all. This is what the problem is. She prefers dinner and she'd like to get dressed up. You know why she likes to get dressed up? Because this isn't about him. I keep telling y'all, women operate differently. Men will take a woman out because he likes her. He likes something about her. He likes her body. He likes her smile. He likes her. He likes something about her. Women don't have to like anything about you except the fact that you're taking them out. and they'll get, she likes dinner because she likes to eat. She likes to get dressed up because she likes to be seen. All of that stuff is about her and not about you. So when you hear that, fellas, when you hear that, that's your signal right there. Oh, so this is that kind of woman. Yeah. When you hear that, that's your signal. This is that kind of woman. She wants to get dressed up and look pretty and go enjoy the music and dance and drink and have a great night. Oh, and see you. Oh, and here's the bill, sir. Take care of the bill. Thanks for taking me out.
Now, I always try to say it nicely because I don't want to be like, I don't accept drink dates. Like, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be, you can be nice about it. But I always just say I prefer dinner because I like to get dressed up. And he said, I see. What type of places do you have in mind? So I sent him a list of places that I've been like wanting to try.
Okay, stop right there. So this is the problem with that. Fellas, you don't ask her that question. What kind of places? And she going to send you a list? No. You decide what we're doing. You decide where we're going. You decide what's going to happen. Now you can check in with her and say about, hey, well, I'm thinking about taking you to Bonefish Grill or to Cheesecake Factory. You know, are you cool with that? Are you cool with the menu there? Oh, and she can go on the menu. Oh, I haven't eaten there before. Go on the menu, check it out. Oh yeah, this sounds good. Oh, this place looks nice. Boom. Good. I'll meet you there at 7. Okay. Not this. Well, what would you like to do? Well, where would you like to go? And then she gives you a list. And then you're like, whoa, look at this list. You shouldn't have never asked her. You can't get mad at her for giving you a long list when you asked her. Don't ask her. Tell her. Let's keep going. We almost done, y'all. Let's keep going on this.
All sorts of different budgets. Okay. It ranges from like medium to a little bit higher, all different locations around the city. So he can choose like what works for him, you know, timing and budget wise. So I sent the list of places. He says, these places sound really nice. I think it'll be fun to get to know each other over some nicer dining options.
Wait a minute. I like this guy. I like the way he put that. I like to get us to get to know each other before we go on this extraordinary date, extravagant date. Before we get into all this nicey restaurants, let me make sure that there's a good vibe here and make sure it's worth both of our time, yours and his.
Here it comes though. But I wanted to let you know up front that if we were to meet at one of those places, I'm comfortable splitting the check.
This guy's good. He's done this before. He's comfortable splitting the check. Well, everybody's different. I don't think that you split the check, especially on a first date. Yeah, you got to take care of the check. Splitting, but I like how this guy rolls. I like how he put it. You know, I like the way he does it. Now the thing is, if you split the check, y'all just buddies. You're not taking charge of the date.
I usually will do drinks or something on the simpler end for the first meetup to see if there's a connection first.
So here's what he did. He laid down his philosophy on dating, and she can either say yes or she can say no. She can either follow his lead or she can not follow his lead. Now she's already disagreed with his decision. Strike one.
So my thing is, I don't like the coffee or drink date because they're trying to audition you to see if you are worth an actual date.
Well, you're also auditioning him. It's not just him auditioning you. You're auditioning him to see if he's worth it.
Dinner. This is the thing for me. Like, I know men. The number one thing men are judging you off of is your looks.
That part's true.
Right? When they see you, they meet you, they're going to be like, okay, how beautiful is she? Is she put together? Do I find her attractive? Right?
That part's true.
Right? That's the number one thing. Your personality may come second, sure. But the first thing is how you look, right?
That is true. The first thing is how you look. But you don't have to go out like you're going to the Academy Awards, ma'am. You don't have to get dressed like you're going and you know, put on your finest of finds. Most guys just want you to look nice, want you to smell nice. Like you don't have to overdo it.
So with that in mind, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32. Okay. Why would I put on a full face of expensive makeup, do my hair, make sure my nails are done, make sure there's no hair on my body, and then come and spend 2 hours of my time talking to you for an $8 coffee or a $16 cocktail?
Well, because you're just getting to know them. Now, I don't suggest you do all that. I suggest you bring yourself as just as nice and put together for the first date. Look, match the date. Look, if you feel like the coffee date is kind of minimal, hey, look, do the minimal. You have that choice.
Be oh so for real. Let's take it even deeper. When women go out with a man that they do not know, they take a huge risk.
Okay. So we're going to stop right there, y'all. Look, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the like button on your way out of here. These videos they bring some, you know, something to laugh about, something to look at, and just something to think about. You know, when I think about it, your life is yours and you can have whatever it is you desire to have. You decide. This lady can decide whatever she wants. I'm not opposed to it. Just as long as she ends up getting what she wants and she is not living in some delusional land. And you can get what you want as long as you do the same. All right, you guys hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time.